Sharing customer testimonials the right way on social media is such a big deal. When people see positive reviews, it boosts their confidence in a business and can help make them make that buying decision so much faster.
But we get it. It can feel hard too, right? We hear our sometimes say they're worried about sounding too salesy. But have no fear if you're interested in finding creative ways to showcase your customer testimonials on Instagram, you're in luck.
That's right, Morgan. Today we are going to show 3 ways to easily share customer reviews on Instagram. So if you're a business owner who wants to get more followers to become buyers, stick around because this video is for you.
Absolutely. But before we get into it and get the first example, if you're new here, hi, welcome. I'm Morgan Sutton.
And I'm Subi Zimmerman, and together we've empowered thousands of businesswomen to actually make money on Instagram with our digital courses and coaching programs. So if you feel like a total newbie because you just didn't grow up with a phone in your face, but you do want to grow your business on Instagram and leave that legacy, you're in the right place. Just go ahead and hit subscribe right now, and we'll wait for you to do that because
Yes.
it's really worth it.
Yes, hit that subscribe button so that you get our videos every week. We've been releasing them on Thursdays and you don't want to miss it. Okay, so back to the testimonials, which are so useful for building trust with your audience and converting them to customers. Sharing testimonials can also be a great way to just get exposure to new people. That's because when you share testimonials on social media, it's possible that you're not just talking to your current followers or the audience that you can reach on the platform. You could also potentially get seen by friends or connections of your happy customers. Can you explain more about that, Sue?
Yeah. In order to do that, you do need to tag the customer in the post that you shared. And we have a whole video on tagging. If you're interested, we'll just link that below. Tagging means that there is an at sign, the symbol, which is in front of the username. And it's a way to directly interact with or gain the attention of the person or the brand. And that person actually gets a notification, which is really cool, that they've been tagged. So they can see it and they can be aware of your post, which really does make it more likely that they will share it. So make sure that you are tagging the happy customer in your post or in your Instagram stories so they do have the opportunity to share it. Because when real people share how much they love your product or your services on social media, it will definitely increase your brand's credibility and continue to build trust.
And if you don't know how to share a post, we are actually going to show you how to do it in just a couple of moments. So if that was new to you, hang tight. Okay, now let's get into the 3 simple ways that you can share testimonials. First up, we have a brand new feature that Instagram just rolled out, sharing comments to your story directly. It's a really simple way to share a comment that someone has left on a post, on a carousel, on a reel. And it just takes a couple button presses. So let me share my screen. Okay, so here we are on the Instagram expert account. You have a post here that did well, sharing 5 different hooks that someone could use for their account. When you go and scroll down below the reel, or below a post or below a carousel, there will be your caption for the post, right? That text. And then below that, comments, right? See where it says view all 7 comments. When I click that, now these are the comments that are coming in about this post. So here's this one that says, these hooks are simply amazing. Awesome. So if we wanted to direct people to this post to know what they're going to get out of it, simply amazing hooks, all we have to do is swipe from right to left on the comment to reveal all the different settings that we have available to us. So you can see the first one here with that plus sign, that means sharing this comment to your stories.
Yeah, Morgan, real quick, and you want to do that slowly because we do have people that have told us they hit the remove comment by a mistake because they were going too fast. And you only have 3 seconds to get that comment back. So just do this slowly when you take your finger and slide it over there.
Such a great tip too, especially when you're playing with features that you're not comfortable with, right? So you don't want to hit that trash button instead. So,
Right.
So then here we are in stories, Sue. Will you talk them through a little bit of this?
After you click the plus sign that Morgan just showed you, you are able to move the comment around in your story. You can make it bigger, by using your two fingers to pinch it larger and expand it, or you can even make it smaller by pinching the comment. And the really cool thing is that your audience will see the post and, more importantly, the feedback on that post in your story and be able to tap on your story and be taken back to your post. And that means you're going to get more eyes and more engagement on your original post.
Exactly. So I think that the really cool thing here is Instagram has made it easier for us to connect all of the Instagram neighborhoods. Instagram neighborhoods is a term that we use here at the Instagram Experts. Sue came up with basically all the different areas of Instagram, right? So this was a reel that now we're sharing into a story. And by just one button click, we're able to do that to direct people who maybe might have not seen the reel. If they discover it from stories, be able to come back to the reel, right? Just getting views with as many people as possible on your account.
Yeah,
Okay.
because a lot of people just like hanging out in stories. And so it just really increases the opportunity to get more eyes back to your account.
Yes, and that's what we want to do. We want to reach as many users as possible, no matter what part of Instagram that they enjoy using. So, the next thing that you could do to present testimonials would be by creating a symbol graphic that you put in your feed, right? So, maybe you get good feedback on a different platform that you want to make sure that you could feature on Instagram. So, I'm going to share my screen to a post that has some feedback on it. These are actually comments that came in from Zoom. So you can see that this was about training, about posting, and it says, "I love how your instruction works." It says, "Thanks for so much for the training today. ChatGPT doesn't sound so as intimidating. We did a training all about ChatGPT." So this was
Yeah.
feedback we got from Zoom that we've been able to use Canva to make a simple graphic and feature it on our feed. What do you think? These are good comments, right?
Yeah, I love that because everyone has comments all over the internet, and you can easily just bring them over to Instagram and then write a really good description with a compelling hook so people get more context to those comments.
Exactly. And the cool thing about doing something like this is that your feed posts, they last forever. So if your account profile and the posts that you have living there, your feed posts, your carousels, your reels are like your portfolio. We talk about that a lot in our programs. This is another reason to share testimonials like this onto your feed, because when someone is coming to just check you out, decide if they should follow, decide if they should buy, they can see them there. Now, Sue, what's interesting is that these posts don't often get a lot of engagement, but you've heard from a ton of people, right? That when
Yeah.
they come and make a sales call with you.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about this for a hot second. So, first of all, I just want to acknowledge that I love that it is a screenshot. So nothing's been altered here with what each person wrote. You know, we took a screenshot of three comments all together and was able to share it here very simply. But even though testimonials may not appear sexy or like visual eye candy on Instagram, it is proof that you walk the talk and that you have clients and customers that are happy with your product or services. And whenever I do get on a client or sales call, they are like, I loved reading and seeing what other people had to say and what kinds of wins
Right.
they had, because I want those same kind of wins. And so it really is proof. And even if you don't think people are looking, oh, they're looking. They might not be commenting, might not be liking, but we hear it frequently. And I think that's really important for you to hear.
I agree. I think like there's way more people that are just looking and lurking and not engaging, but that person could then be your next customer. So that's why it's always important to stay consistent. So and then the other thing is that this testimony that you've done, you've used Canva to make a quick clean graphic here, put it on your feed. You could also share this to your stories, right? So we teased at the beginning of the call that we would show you that share button. It's this
Yes.
little airplane in the middle of the screen. You see the heart, the message, which is the comment icon, and the airplane. And when you click that share button, all these different options come up to send them in the DM or to copy the link. But we can hit add to story here at the bottom of the screen, the second button in. And when we hit add to story, we could use this material to generate a story too. Again, we're just reinforcing the fact that we can bring material from one neighborhood to the next, from feed to stories, from stories to feed, all to make it as many people as possible seeing the content that you're creating.
Absolutely. And here's a little pro tip if you are going to do what Morgan just showed you, if you set up your story, give it even more context, and you either get on video or have some text prior to sharing that testimonial, and you want to bring people to the actual story, like why would they be wanting to see that? So you could do a call out, like if you're someone who has struggled with getting on camera on Instagram, check out these 3 wins that someone had. Or if you're just learning about chat gtp and you want to understand that you really can get great results, we have 3 awesome testimonials that we'd like to share with you. But just, bringing a little bit more context to when you decide to share those testimonials, I think is important.
That's a great point that I think all business owners should understand.
Yes. Okay, now let's go to the green screen, which I think is fabulous.
Yeah, so this third way that we're going to be introducing your testimonials, a way to present your testimonials, is using the Reels green screen feature. And we have another video that will walk you through this step by step, but I would love to just show you in just a few steps. So I'm going to share my screen, Sue. Can you share, like, why is green screen so fun to use?
Yeah. So the reason why green screen is so fun, one, Instagram now gives you some choices just to choose from for a background, but you can literally go into your camera roll and find something on brand. For me, it's always either a sunset or a sunrise, and it can make it really feel like you're literally there in the moment of any background. So Instagram does have some that they suggest, or you can tap the camera and go into your own camera roll, and it's full screen. Like you're literally in front of that background, which I think is just pretty magical.
Exactly. So there's so many fun uses for green screen. Once you see how you use it in this video, I'm sure you'll want to play with it a ton. So I came over to Reels here and I opened up the menu on the side. See here, when I hit that arrow right there to expand, I then looked for the green screen button, which is they just featured here on the side. It used to be hidden in effects. So when I tapped green screen, you can see we have like the background here, like Sue was saying, there's so much fun stuff to play with. But we're going to show you putting the testimonial behind you as something to feature. So you want to first hit this button, change background. When you hit
Yes.
change background, you have scenes built in, or you can pull something in from your camera roll. And you can pull something in from your camera roll like Sue was talking about, where you could pull something that you've taken a photo of, or you can pull in a screenshot from your device. So if I navigate to camera roll, there in the middle of the screen, I'm going to tap the testimonial that I selected and then tap on the screen again to expand it. And you can see I took a screenshot of a testimonial that we had featured earlier. These hooks are simply amazing. And
Yeah.
I put the testimonial on a clean white background, but now I could just do this during a video.
Yeah. And
Pretty
Morgan, I
cool.
saw that you moved back, which I love, so that we could read it. I want to bring everyone's attention to the fact that you can also pinch yourself and make yourself
Ooh, yeah.
smaller. And so Morgan, at the very beginning, we saw these hands going like this when you go into the green screen, and Morgan just pinched herself smaller and got it kind of in a position that we could easily read it, and then she was pointing to it. And so now she could be talking about that testimonial, which is even adding more information about the client or the customer and the journey they may have had working with you.
Exactly. All you would have to do is hit the record button right down here, and we would be all set to start recording about the testimonial. It was nice. So if you want to experiment more with green screen, we have another video all about it. We'll link it in the description below. We also have more information on sharing your comments to stories. So just go ahead and look down in that description to go to the next resource.
Yeah, and there you have it. 3 really easy and really smart ways to use those testimonials to attract more customers to your business here on Instagram.
If you want more Instagram hacks and strategies to get sales from social media, even if you are brand new to the platform, make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
You'll see a new video from us next week. Thanks so much for watching. We cannot wait to see all of your testimonials posted for the world to see. So be sure to tag us at the Instagram expert when you do.